we are going to be hearing from a couple different leaders tonight. So another thing too, we do this, we put this together for you guys, and we don't get paid to do it or anything. Like, we are super passionate about our teams growing and having this community to keep going when things get tough, because it will if you're going to try to go way up there. For all you people that are like at Ruby or something, like maybe it won't be as hard. But anyway, that's just like super, super big passion of mine to be able to have that support. And that's one reason that drew me to this business, is being able to have that friendship, that fun, that freedom. It's so corny, but it's so true. So Tuesday night training used to be every single Tuesday, and I just wanted, for those of you guys who are taking notes or maybe watching on Periscope, hello, love. I just wanted to let you guys know that we're going to be starting something new with the Tuesday training. So this month is a little bit bipolar with the training, okay? So I'm going to just bear with me, write this down if you need to. So we're meeting tonight, right? We're not meeting the rest of the month. I'm going to tell you why. But then starting next month, we're meeting bi-weekly forever forward, okay? So the first Tuesday and the third Tuesday, but not every Tuesday. The reason being is, one, sometimes we need longer than a week as leaders to like get really good material together for you guys. And I feel like, you know, if you guys are going to be taking time out of your work schedule and getting a sitter or not getting a sitter or whatever, racing here after work to get poured into, I want to make sure that I'm doing my job and I'm able to do that. And sometimes I can't because it's only been a week and I feel like I don't have enough material. So that is one thing. The other thing is that I just really want you guys to be focusing on having wrap parties. So if you were going to be setting that time aside to come to a Tuesday training every Tuesday, maybe think about hosting one at your local Starbucks or with your team or one of your team members' houses. I had a girl, she's not here tonight, Katie. She's a Ruby now, but before she was anything, she was actually a new distributor on my team, and I just went to her and I was like, hey, like, let's do wrap parties at your house. So really work with your team and get connected, because that right there, wrap parties, that's what's going to build your business. Getting on your phone, messaging people, posting, that's what's going to build your business. You can come soak up training as much as you want, but it's only going to be actually working if you put it into your life. So we're going to be doing every other week. The other reason I wanted to is because Sarah and Monica are doing trainings now too. Is it monthly, love? It's monthly, okay? So I really wanted to be able to. Okay. I'll have them come up at the end and talk about their training. But they have one down south. So for those of you who maybe are further south, or if you have distributors who are further south, I really want you guys to be able to take advantage of that too. Anyway, so keep that in your little back pocket or in your notes. So for tonight, we're going to be going over posting, accountability partners, planning your week. We're going to kind of run through this, by the way, because we started half an hour late. Follow-up Friday, Paisley's going to be going over posting follow-up. And then we're going to be going over parties. Okay, so we have a lot to cover in an hour. Usually they'll let us stay a little bit longer, so that's good. So with today being the last day just for this month, the reason is August, you guys, is really like a boom month. I don't know if you guys realize that or not, or if you have been looking at it that way, but it's never too late to pick up the pieces. I know for me, I kind of was like, at the beginning of August, and now I've like got that fire in me. August, people, and I made a video about this the other day, but people are still thinking like, dang it, the sun is out, and like school's right around the corner, and I didn't get a chance to start working on my body or whatever. I want to do that. I know for me, I've been doing that too. I'm like, I need to just go out there and run. I hate it though. So really utilize that. There's something about the sun being out that people are thinking they're self-conscious, okay? So you want to utilize the fact that people are insecure, just saying, and like talk to them, like post about it. And give them that confidence, and that's why I love this, because we are there to give people energy and sleep and no more depression, #confianza. So really utilize August and be working away. That's another reason why we're not going to be doing training the last 2 Tuesdays of this month. And the other reason, I'm so excited to announce, I kind of mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but now we have like official. Starting next Wednesday, the 19th, we are doing bi-weekly wrap parties. And everyone can come. It's going to be just like this. It's open to the public. It's open to other teams. If you want to get involved with actually helping with like setup and speaking at them and actually hosting the wrap party. Maybe you have new distributors who want to come shadow how to do wrap parties. Just message me and be like, hey, can I speak one of the weeks? And we can tag team that, and then they can learn from you. You can get your distributors launched there. If you don't have a house that you can launch your distributors at, you can launch them at our place. So it's at the Curves building on 3rd Street in Marysville, every other Wednesday. So starting the 19th, and then it'll be, hold on, Luke's singing a song. And then the next one will be September 2nd. And I'm gonna be posting this on Facebook. I'll type it up so that you can, if you don't have a pen and paper. And then the next one's the 16th, next one's 30th, and so on. So every other Wednesday. One trick that ambassadors do for those that follow Mackenzie Schultz. She's a really good one to follow if you're wanting to start learning about wrap parties and stuff like that. Ashley Kelly Olive is another one that built to ambassador in a year off of wrap parties. That's kind of our focus tonight. They put on their Blitz cards, and for those of you who are newer, I'm so organized, I love it. I'm just joking, I'm not organized at all. This is a Blitz card, if you don't know what a Blitz card is. And it's basically your business card, but it's kind of like a coupon. So you can go to them and go, hey, it was normally $30, but it's got a slash through it. It's only $25 now. Here's this coupon, and it's got my info on there. So on my labels, I am putting on there my info. But it's gonna say, you know, every other Wednesday at the Curves, 3rd Street or whatever. And then that way when I hand it to them, like you'll know in your head when the next one is. When you hand it to them, you can tell them, hey, you know, not this Wednesday, but the next one, or this Wednesday, whatever, however that lands on it. We're doing this for about a month, and then we are gonna try really, really hard to start doing it weekly. We really wanna do it weekly, but I'm teaming up with Gina. She spoke a few weeks ago. She's a double diamond from another team. And we are just so busy that we can't do it every single week. So if any of you wanna step up, I don't care what rank you are and you want to help start doing weekly wrap parties, we would love to get that going weekly. It's going to be at 6 o'clock on the 19th. Again, Curves Building 3rd Street, and you can Facebook me. If you're not my friend on Facebook, please add me, Joy Gillard, if you have any more questions. But we're doing this because for my team specifically, I'm always like, all right, let's get you launched, and most people are like, I don't have a big enough place, or I'm busy, I don't really want to clean, or whatever that is. And that's why we're doing this. So we're gonna have it all set up with sample tables just like this, like tables with tablecloths and samples. You bring your own stuff, or you can borrow it from your upline if you don't have any samples. You honestly only need a couple wraps. That's all you need. If you have greens too, bring greens. That's all that you need, and some catalogs. When I did my launch party, all I had was catalogs. That's all that I had. That's it. And I mean, Christina was there. Like, I had nothing there, but I made it look awesome because I spread out my catalogs and I talked a lot, and I spread out my Blitz cards, and I had some like green like snacks, and it was weird, but it was cool too. And you really can wing it with parties. So for those of you that can't afford to buy a lot of product and stuff, guess what? You don't have to. That's why this company is so amazing, because you don't have to have an inventory. You don't have to have stock. The only reason I do now is because it's been, you know, about 10 months now, and I buy the stuff like crap, like it's amazing. So there's a reason. For those of you that are starting to buy product, when you're out of it, save the bottle. That's what I do, and I just save it. And sometimes I give empty bottles to new distributors that want to borrow some stuff off of me for a wrap party. I have a bag already ready, and it's just empty stuff. But it's a display, right? So that's all you have to do. Don't feel like you have to go spend thousands of dollars. I'm kind of jumping ahead like I always do. But anyways, so that's gonna be starting next Wednesday. And then the end of the month, we're not doing anything that month because that week of this month, at the end, sorry. I just got back from vacation like a few hours ago. Because this month, I really want you guys to be utilizing it. I want you to be utilizing the fact that school hasn't started yet and people are still thinking about everything. Next month, I'm not saying that the potential isn't there, it totally is, but it's gonna be a little bit harder because people are starting school, the moms are busy, they're trying to juggle everything. And so if you need distributors, focus on that this month. Get distributors now, because next month their biggest excuse is gonna be, oh, they're doing this school and this school and this school. Get it while they're not thinking about it. Get it while they're drinking vodka and they're out in the sun. Like, don't wait till next month, do it now. So that is why we're not doing, we're skipping 2 Tuesdays. I'm gonna miss you guys. guys, but that's why we have Facebook. And then you should come to the weekly wrap party on the 19th, bi-weekly wrap party. Total side note for those of you who are taking notes, if you are in my downline, because I know a lot of you guys are new here, I don't care what rank you are, I was just going to have it be, hello Jennifer, how are you? It's so good to see you. This is why we do this, so you can meet sideline teams. I love her. If you are in my downline at all, or even if you're not and you really want to come, but like, please don't bring kids, because this one thing I'm specifically asking no kids to be there. Friday the 28th of this month, I'm having a leadership-only dinner. It's for people who want to go to Diamond and above only. So, and it's going to be a little intense. Sarah Hayden's going to be there, and Bill Hayden, and they're going to be teaching on reports and talking about basically the process to get to Diamond. I'm going to be going over a bunch of stuff that I've been really wanting to talk about here, but I don't want to overwhelm new people. So the whole point of this is to just empower you and lift you up and kind of see what's ahead for you. Because if you really know how to utilize the rank of Diamond, you can make your paycheck freaking explode. And that's all in the compensation plan. I'm not going to get into it right now, but if you want to understand all the money you can make with Diamond, just go in your eSuite and click on the document tab. So that's Friday the 28th at my house at 6. I think Paisley and I kind of talked about it. I think we're going to be making dinner. I don't know. Anyways, she's probably like, no. If you don't want to, I'll make dinner, but then they're all gonna cry.
I'll make dinner.
Okay, she'll make dinner. Oh, okay, perfect. See, we're planning this with you because we're a family. Okay. Alrighty, so that is all. Oh no, we have some more announcements. Who knows who Rhonda Hartman is? She's our ambassador upline, and she lives in Georgia. She is coming into town on the 17th of this month. Is that next Wednesday or next Monday? It's next Monday. It's in Federal Way. I'm so educated on this. I'm sorry. I believe it's in Federal Way. And so if you aren't sure like where at and stuff like that, just ask me on Facebook or any of your uplines, and we will get you on the event. She is coming to do a one team, one mission. If you've never done a one team, one mission, gone to one, you really want to come to that. I know Federal Way is far, but that's where I say try to really network with your team and ask if anyone else on that team page that you're on or whatever is going. Danny and I usually fill up our cars and bring people from our team, maybe Paisley's team, Nicole's team, whatever, whoever you're under, Sarah. Team up with people, get in their car, pitch in on gas, make it a fun day. I went to that when I was a Ruby, and it was like totally mind-changing because to hear from an ambassador talk and speak about everything and just see everyone that's going up in the company speak, and then you don't have to hear Joy all the time. It's awesome. So, and then also One Team One Mission is like a big flippin' giant wrap party. So you can bring potentials if you want to, if they want to go to Federal Way. But hey, I had one go with me once. I bought her coffee. It was fun. So that is on Monday, the 17th. Is that in the evening? It's in the evening at 6. Okay. I should have had Monica do announcements. Hi, Michelle. Hi. You guys can always come late, okay? Michelle and I are late to everything, and we still go. We still learn. You can sit up here where my stuff is. Yeah, because I won't be sitting. He can play with Luke. Okay. Leadership Dinner, One Team, One Mission, Wrap Wednesday training. So we are going to be starting training again on Tuesdays on the 1st, so September 1st. And guess what we're going to be going over? Because it's the 1st. The steps to success. Who doesn't know what the steps to success are? Okay, so my instructor, I'm so terrible. I'm not training very good then if she doesn't know. So the steps to success are 3 little simple steps to success that you're going to be doing every month, and then after time those numbers are going to compound and you're going to be making a lot of money. So this is all that I do every single month. I know you're going to be hearing training tonight, you're going to be hearing training on YouTube, you're going to be tagged in things all the time, you're going to be on the team pages, you're going to hear from the sideline teams, and it's a lot of info. It can be a lot of info. But really, when you get stressed out, just bring yourself back down to the basics. That's what I do, which is this. So whenever my head is like full of my triple diamond and my presidential charts and I freak out and I cry, because that's what it's like when you get further, I just bring myself back down and I go like this. Okay, I need to get 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors, and then I need to teach those people how to do that. And that's the art of duplication. And so over time, if you're doing this and your team is doing this and all those people you're bringing in every single month and they're doing it, guess what? You're making money off of all of them. So it really, really, really explodes. Some people are like, oh, how do you do it? I have no secret. I do this every single month. Sometimes I do more. Sometimes it's a tiny bit less. I've had a couple months recently that it was kind of slower because I was lazy because the sun was out, like we all are doing right now. But if you just do your steps of success, we print this on the 1st, we work through it every month. If you haven't done it, do it tonight. I have one for you though. Actually, Janelle, can you come here for a second? This is Janelle. Can we give her a round of applause? She just joined a little bit ago, about 2 weeks ago, and I'm super, super, super excited for her. She's going to be a crazy rock star. That's a training packet for you. If anybody wants a training packet, if they're new, I don't have one for you tonight, but I have it all in an email and I can send it to you. It's basically like charts, a checklist, how to make $2,200 in your first 60 days. So you can just give me your email and I can send it to you. Alrighty, so you guys turned around earlier when I was being silly and had to check on something, and you met some people, right? Okay, that is going to be the biggest thing that gets you through the days that you're like, oh, this is silly. This is just so silly. And that person is going to be there to be like, you know what though, like it's awesome. It really is. This company, sometimes I'm like, we are kind of silly. Like we're a little bit crazy. Like we're into weird stuff and we got green everything and we paint our nails like this avocado green, and if it's at Ross and it's green, I buy it for no reason. And it's just like I got the fever, right? You got the Airworks fever, but sometimes I'm like, why? Like why? Because you know, it's some people ask me what I do. I have this guy, he knocked on my door today and I blitzed him and I'm pretty sure he's gonna join the team. But he was trying to spray my yard for bugs and I was like, okay, so tell me more. And he's telling me things, I'm like, but what about this? And I'm like, what about this? And I was like, you know, why are you doing this? He's like, oh, to get through college. I was like, okay. And he goes, well, I'm from Utah. They flew me out here. I'm like, oh, fabulous. So do you like doing this in the heat, walking door to door? And he's like, no. I go, okay, so why are you doing it? He's like, I have to have money. I'm like, so would you be interested in selling like all natural botanical-based health products and you get to do it from your phone and sit in your pajamas, like in your college dorm and just make like tons of money? And he's just like, what? So I ended up getting suckered into the bug things. Like he's coming to spray my yard for no reason. I don't even have bugs, but whatever. But he's totally gonna join my team and I know what's gonna happen. And Danny, I gave him your number, by the way. That's what happens when I get guys. I'm like, go to him. Anyway, so totally off funny thing. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. But the accountability thing, that's what's going to get you through the hard days. So Paisley is my accountability partner. We've been super bad about touching base lately, I'm not going to lie. But normally, we touch base multiple times a week. We talk, we chart, we drink wine together. And that is like the biggest reason I'm here. I love my team. My team is like my family. When I have a bad day, I'm calling my team. I'm not posting it on Facebook. Sometimes I do and then I delete it. But your team, you're gonna find out that they're like there for you. I call it rap church. Like it's awesome. We lift each other up. We're super good friends. And it's so much easier to go through a trial when you have a friend, right? So definitely, whether it's here or on the team page, or even just post it on your timeline. Be like, is there any rap distributors in the area that we want to hang out? I think that's how Paisley and I got connected. That's going to be huge for you guys. You guys can team up, brainstorm, do rap parties together. Make that a goal this month to make a really good friend from like either your team or a sideline team. I personally like sideline teams because then you have no like, oh, and then you're not going to talk bad about your upline together. Talk bad about other people's uplines. I'm totally joking. We don't do that at all. Okay, so anyway, so that's something that you want to be doing. Let's just jump right into posting really quick here. I want you to be completely honest. Who posts every single day, 5 times a day about It Works in some way, shape, or form? Okay, keep your hands up. So 5 times a day, in some way, shape, or form, whether you slightly refer to it works or fat fighters are in the background or whatever, you don't have to be like, join my team or before now, okay? So I want you to look around the room, keep your hands up. There's about maybe 7 people. Okay, so there's a problem. So we're gonna go over that back right now. Okay, so who does it 3 times a day? Okay, look around the room. Who does it twice a day? Who does it once a day? Okay. So there's about maybe 40% of you guys who aren't posting at all. And the biggest thing that people say is, well, I don't know what to post. Okay, so it doesn't make you a bad person. Like I said, just start today. Start doing it today. Make it be something that you can learn. And some people are scared to do it. Guess what? Those people on your Facebook aren't writing my paycheck. I've only ever had 2 people block me. One of them was one of my distributors, and she was weird. And then the second one, I still to this day have never met her in my life, and she blocked me. I was like, okay, you don't want me to help you change your life? Whatever. And then the other one was my old boss, who's just kind of one of those guys. He was a car dealership boss, so I'm sure you can figure out what word I was trying to say. But anyway, do I notice that they blocked me? No, I didn't even notice for a couple of weeks. And then I was like, oh, I don't really see them in my feed anymore. And I just laughed. I was like, ah. And then I thought about it. I'm like, have I ever called them when I needed something? No. Did I ever call them when I was having an emotional breakdown? No. Did they come to me when I had any of my babies and brought me gifts at dinner? Did they check on me? Did they say congratulations? No. Therefore, like, those people don't matter. Like, they matter, but they don't matter if they're against what you're doing. Those aren't real friends if they're not caring about what you're doing. Now, do I still see the one person every once in a while in person? Yes, and I just laugh about it, okay? So it doesn't have to be some big, scary thing. Guess what? Social media is fake. It's not real life. So if they were your real friend and family, they could care less what you're posting on social media. And if they are on there enough to be noticing it, to get annoyed to the point where they block you, then they should be selling it works if they're on Facebook that much. Like, hello? And then you can blitz them and be like, look, obviously you're seeing all these posts to the point where it's annoying you. Join my team. And then they'll get really irritated. I've done it. I just do it to laugh. I'm like, ah. Anyway, here's what I found. That was my biggest thing, my first 3 months in the business. Your first 3 months are going to be the toughest. That's just the truth. If you can make it through your first 90 days, then I will freaking high-five you and buy you a shot, because like your first 90 days are the hardest, whether you have growth or not. What's that? You can take me up on that. I already have gifts for you here tonight. Oh shoot, it was supposed to be a surprise. Oh well. So seriously, your first 90 days are going to be your hardest. It was really hard for me, and I don't really know why. I was on great team pages. I had great teammates. I had someone reaching out to me immediately, Paisley, helping me. I had an upline messaging me, you know, sending me videos and stuff. I don't know why it was so hard. It just was. And I think it's just because it's something you've never done before. That's really what it boils down to. So you kind of have to think outside the box. So it's kind of like church. Like some people will like go for like a time and get like scared. And they don't really know why. They just get scared and they're like, oh gosh. So another thing that I kind of boiled down to why your first 90 days are the hardest is whatever beings are out there, they don't really want you to be happy and they don't want you to succeed. And I just found that the more I put it kind of out to the universe that I'm just going to succeed and I'm going to have success and I'm worth it and I can do whatever I want in a good way, the more I have success. And usually when I'm doing that, the more crap gets thrown at me for a couple weeks or months. And then usually I get through it. Like right now I'm just having so much stuff thrown at me. You know why? It's because I'm like this close to triple diamond, that's why. So every single time, I dare you to track it in a journal. That's why we have so many leaders donating journals to the raffle. This is gonna be huge to your business. Journaling, I look back and I see the stuff that like I wrote when I was a Ruby or before I was a Ruby, and it's hilarious. I'm like, I was scared of that. Like what was I thinking? So anyway, I see the pattern. Every single time something really good's about to happen, a bunch of crap gets thrown at me. And unfortunately, you will have people quit here and there. I just had a couple quit this week. But you know what? If you stay consistent in your business and you stay steadfast and you are in their life still and you're still hanging out with them and you're talking to them and you're encouraging them, regardless if it works, if you're just a light in their life, I guarantee you that they're going to come around one way or another. I've had so many people jump back in. I had a girl quit, like one of my first distributors quit right away. And now all of a sudden she jumped in when I hit diamond, and now she's almost diamond. So, anyway, just keep going. That is my biggest tip. If you hear any of this cool stuff tonight, and hopefully it's not too overwhelming, keep going. Whether you feel like your steps to success or not, keep going. Because guess what? Those seeds that are planted that month, this month, next month, whatever, they're sitting there. And the more you're consistent, those people will message you. I got 3 messages from people who've never liked or commented just while I was trying to plug in the "Don't believe me, just watch" music over there. 3 people, and I'm like, who's messaging me? And they all messaged me about the business. Guess how many I need for triple? 4. If those 3 people join, I need 1 more. Like, you never know who's watching, ever. Janelle, I'm totally sorry for calling you out. She, like, we just, like, love each other, but, like, we've never hung out, ever. Like, I went to church with her husband years ago, okay? And then, like, somehow we ended up on each other's Facebook, and she randomly messaged me about it. You never know who's watching, and you never know who's gonna come into your life that needs this, and that's gonna maybe change your business, too. Because you're gonna be a rock star. I already know. Okay, so that's the biggest reason those are the biggest things that you need to be thinking about when you're posting. You never know who's watching. So many people will message me and be like, I don't have any likes off of that, and what you sent me didn't get any comments, and the only people liking it are rock people. It doesn't matter. Just keep posting. And I know it's hard, but you have to be Dory. You have to be like, just keep swimming. Sorry, my mom. So keep posting, keep doing your thing. People will literally start falling out of the sky. I'm not even joking. I'm like running up behind you, and you'll feel like you're on Braveheart or something. Like, it's crazy. So for posting, who's all taking notes? Is everyone taking notes? Kinda. I need the first 60 days and it works. Where's some of my new people at? Can I have one? I'm sorry. Can you bring it to me? Thanks, Mandy. Mandy just joined too. Yay. She's got Seahawk hair. I love it. Okay, so this is something too that I can email you. This is what I made for my team. It's your first 60 days and it works. So whether you're in your first 60 days or not, it doesn't matter. There's really good stuff in here. But if you, I just want you to kind of hear these names, whether you're taking notes or not. These are people that I tell my team to, the first thing I want them to do is go add these people. Why? Because they are really good at posting. They've been in for a while. They're great leaders. They know what they're doing. And if you're going to copy the right cat, that's okay. But copy like a top cat. Does that make sense? You don't want to copy just any old cat on the street. You want to copy people who are having growth in their business because of their social media. So, Nicole Facey is really, really good on social media. I love her posts. I copy tons of her posts. Not because I'm not original, but I get really good ideas. I get inspired by her posts, and her posts work. Her posts get people. Paisley Harvey, that's here. Lauren, it's spelled like with her name and her husband's name, so it's Lauren Timothy Bonner. Hers is like phenomenal. I watch her posts. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I jump on it like it's devotions in the morning. Like, I jump up and I get on her Facebook and I see what she posted. Because this chick signs like close to 20 distributors and like 20 plus loyal customers every single month. All on social media, you guys. It's all on social media. Okay, so she is a really, really good one. Even if you're not completely copying it, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, and like, it's kind of an unsaid rule that works that it's okay, unless it's like a personal post that they like typed a big long like mushy thing out that was like, you know, comparable to their life at that moment, then don't copy that because that's just wrong. But I'm talking about like a good before and after, or a good, you know, join my team, whatever, or this is why you should join my team. It'll give you good ideas. So these people that I just named, Nicole, Facey, Paisley, and Lauren, they are really, really good at lifestyle posting. Lifestyle posting is what's going to attract people. So yes, you want to do the typical before and after. Yes, you want to talk about your business, right? But you want to be doing lifestyle posting. What is lifestyle posting? Lifestyle posting would be like, you know, if I would have done this and thought about this earlier. And you'll get to the point where like, oh, hold on, I gotta make a post. Oh, hold on, this is the perfect setup. Hold on, I gotta like clear the dishes out of the way. You'll get to that point, trust me, and it's just gonna flow. But in the beginning, it's totally okay to copy. I copied for 3 months. So I actually set this up earlier with this stuff here. I'm not like excessively taking confiance, I promise. But I set this up earlier to make a post. So normally I would take a post of this and be like, these are really our awesome raffle gifts. If someone wants to steal this idea, you totally can. From all of our diamond and above leaders, and we are at training right now. Love the confianza on the table for stress and anxiety and focus. And that would be like a lifestyle post. Or if you're at Red Robin and you're eating something, maybe not even talking about the supplement or it works at all. And just being like, dang, like that was a really good burger, hashtag Red Robin. And then your fat fighters are just like very carefully placed in the background, just like lurking, like you should totally buy these. People, not always, but they will message you off lifestyle posts and be like, so what was that? Like, are you like on crack or what are you doing? And you're like, well no, it's organic and it's amazing and it blocks carbs by, you know, so much percentage or whatever. So that's like a lifestyle post. When I was out, I called it camping even though I was staying in a house because it was seriously a terrible experience. I was staying with my mom on Orcas this last couple days. And I posted about it. I was like, I am out here, but I'm still working from the beach, like hashtag the good life. And I got a couple messages off that. I did. And I was surprised because normally if it's really subtle like that, I'm just letting people know like, hey, this is still a part of my life. Like this is what I'm doing, or this is what I'm up to. This is a huge part of what I'm doing now. But I don't necessarily expect them to message me off something really subtle like that. Like just a picture of the beach being like the good life. But they did. And they messaged me and they're like, hey, what is the good life? You're always doing that in your posts. What is the good life? And I was like, well, let me tell you. It's amazing. That is lifestyle posting. You're incorporating it in your life. If you're taking greens in the morning, you're posting a picture of it, being like, I love my greens. Love that I'm getting 8 servings a day. I gave Luke a few sips. He's freaking out, sorry. I gave Luke a few sips of greens the other day, and I took a picture of it, and I was like, I love that my baby's getting 8 servings a day of fruits and vegetables, and he doesn't even know. Oh, do you have a question? Oh, you're recording. I'm sorry. She's like, oh. No, you're fine. Anyway, so do you understand now what that is, lifestyle posting? Lifestyle posting is something that is huge, 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 huge. And if you don't really get the hang of it in the beginning, this is why there's leaders to follow. So if you're writing it down, Nicole Facey, Paisley Harvey, Lauren Timothy Bonner, Pamela Owen, what's that?
Spell my name.
Oh, Paisley is, it's not Pazili. It's Siri will say Pazili.
Yeah.
Calling Pazili. It's, Paisley is P-A-Z-E-L-E-E, and then Harvey. Lauren Timothy Bonner, Pamela Owen, I'll give you guys a second. Ashley Hughes, and for all of my new distributors writing it down, you don't have to because it's typed for you. Okay, I'm sorry. I should have told you that. Ashley Hughes, Thomas Hughes. Thomas has really stepped it up with his posting. Holy cunningly. Like, I follow him not only for the eye candy, but like every single day because he is really, really good at posting. He's younger than me, and he's taken. Danielle Mahar is really good. This is another one that a lot of you guys probably have no idea who this is, but I love this girl. She's a triple diamond. I have no idea who she's under. Jenny Croft Badalato. She was on The Bachelor. No, she was a Bachelorette. And she's a triple diamond now. And she's like all settled down and stuff, but like you can totally tell she ain't used to. Jenny Croft. If you just type in Jenny Croft, it'll pop up. It'll say triple diamond. It works. Her posts are amazing. I could go on. I'm not going to. The last one I really want you to follow, really, really, really follow this chick, other than Ashley Hughes and Lauren Bonner, is Christina Watts. Christina Watts does a tip of the day. She is phenomenal for building your business. So not necessarily always like a post that you're doing, but building your business, maybe a post to go do, whatever. Christina Watts is really, really good. So her tips of the day, I jump on there every morning too and I read her tips of the day. Okay, so all of that to say, copy leaders, get involved, get to know leaders, stuff like that, and copy their posts if you don't need to. So how much before and after should you be posting? How many lifestyle posts should you be posting? I do a weird rule. Okay, so there's all these different theories. This is just what works for me. I do like 60-20-20. I do 60% lifestyle, 20% before and afters, and 20% kind of talking about the business. So that has really, really helped me because then the majority of your posts are going to be about your kids. Maybe it works in the background, whatever. Still post about your family, absolutely, because people are following you because they want to follow you. But you can really get creative with your posts. So 60% lifestyle, 20% before and afters, because you don't want to do too many before and afters. They're really good, and you want product testers, which is a fancy way of saying loyal customers. You want those things, but if you are only doing before and afters and look at her booty lift and look at this, and guess what? They're gonna go unfollow, unfriend, because they're gonna get annoyed. You don't want to do that, and you can absolutely build your business doing this role. And then the other 20% is about your business. That is not, join my team for $99. Now, if we're doing a sale, that's where you want to pull out all your guns and do stuff like that. Like, it's only $99 and you get BOGO reps, which means you get this much money back in your kit. Blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of where I'm like, I don't even care. I don't have a filter when there's a sale because I know it's only for a little bit of time. And there are people out there that will jump on it. But that's where if you're doing it every day, like join my team $99, when we do have something really, really exciting that's out of the ordinary, they're not going to listen because they've been hearing it every day. So that's where I jump out, is when there's like a sale or a BOGO, or they'll do like Mother's Day specials. Wait till Christmas, y'all. They always do like awesome gift sets. I don't think they did anything for Black Friday, did they? BOGO, duh. Sorry. I don't care about Black Friday, so I just didn't understand that was on the same weekend. I'm like, that's the last thing I want to do is go fight people to go buy stuff. I'll just go buy it. Anyway, so now I'm all off subject thinking about Black Friday and this TV that I want. Sorry. Hold on. Get it out of my head. Get it out of my head. What was I talking about? I don't know. You're terrible.
Yeah,
Thank you. So the whole business side of it isn't necessarily like join my team $99. You can do that here and there, okay? But what I like to do is I will never forget this post. This got me 7 distributors when I first joined. Now, given it's kind of easier to get a lot of people when you first join because it's new and you're excited and people are all excited with you. As you go, people are kind of standoffish for a little bit. They're kind of waiting to see if you stick with it. If you just sizzle out or whatever. I had a girl that was like, I'm going to be double diving in 4 months. I was like, cool, let's do it. And we made a game plan, and she almost hit Emerald. It's not Alyssa, if Alyssa's here, because this was her too, but she actually did hit Emerald. Anyway, and then she totally just like blocked me, like went AWOL, and I'm like, where did she go? And apparently she's just dealing with stuff and didn't want to do it works, and she was like, I don't want to offend you. Don't block your upline if you don't want to offend them. Just talk to them. But the point of that is, the biggest thing that she was doing was posting like kind of she was looking kind of spammy. So what got me a lot of distributors when I was going through like dry spells and stuff like that was, in whether you have a baby or not, like do this pertaining to whatever's going on in your life. I had Luke and he was new, and I had him on my chest, and I had a shirt on, I promise, and I took a picture, and that just sounded really weird. I took a picture and I was like, I am so blessed to be at home. And my Facebook friends knew that I worked my butt off. Like, I was always at work. All of my posts were on my way to work. I'm sitting in my section at Red Robin and grab a beer. Those were all my posts. Or I'm super exhausted, have to go to work anyway, I need coffee, someone bring me coffee, because I didn't know about grains. So they knew that when I was posting that I'm grateful post, and I was posting about my baby that was on my chest, and I was just like grateful for this company that was allowing me to stay home, so many moms messaged me and they were like, holy cow, what are you doing? And they basically all joined. That's what got me to Ruby, like so fast. And that's when it clicked in my head. I did a lifestyle post, and no one had even told me about lifestyle posts, but I just kind of like got it in my head. And then later I heard from other teams, oh, that's lifestyle posting. That's where you want to think about little things like this, like incorporate it. Like I am at training right now. If you haven't checked in at training, check in like right now on your phone. If you're doing that consistently, people are going to go, hey, what are you up to? What are you doing? Like, what is this a group? Like I had someone be like, is it a cult? And I'm like, no, it's network marketing. Oh my gosh, you're terrible. No. We just love each other more than like the normal network marketing company. We're all fuzzy and lovey and I love it. Anyway, so you can kind of do a lifestyle post, obviously, with your business. Does that make sense? Like, you don't just want to always be like, join my team $99. If you follow me, today I posted just about as out there as I get with basically what you get by joining. You can go look at it as an example. But I posted like, it's me being like this, I'm looking to add 3 team members because I had 3 team members join me this month already to my team. And this is what you're gonna get. Instead of being like, join my $99 today, ask me how, like that drives me nuts. If you're typing like, ask me how with just a picture, you guys, please, for the love of God, stop. Like, just don't do that. People are gonna go, oh my God, like I don't care. The biggest thing that people have said to me is that they came to me even when they're friends, and this just makes me sad. I'm like, they're poor friends. But they're like, I came to you though I didn't really know you because my friend was doing it, so I knew about it, but like, they were super spammy, and you were just like having fun with it. And I want to have fun, I want friends, I want to make money, da da da. So have fun with your posts, don't be scared. 60-20-20, there is a lot of videos out there. If you guys are still like confused, and for some reason it's not easy enough to just go copy a leader, which personally that's like the biggest advice I can give you, because they're already doing the work for you and it can be nice and quick. Get on YouTube. If you guys need to know more about social media, you can buy our It Works University, the 100-day adventure, social media adventure. It's on the back office. In your back office, just click on It Works You. It's totally worth the money. Sarah and I were like on like a spree watching the videos, and I'm not gonna lie, I bought it and watched 2 and like never watched it again. So when we were sitting there just having wine and I was holding Luke and watching it, like I had like a notebook full of notes, like absolutely phenomenal. But given, don't spend the money unless you're actually gonna sit there. You can rewatch them, but don't spend the money on it. I think it's $100 unless you're actually gonna sit there and like you want to learn social media. And that's something I'm challenging myself, because for me, I've only used Facebook so far. I haven't ventured into Instagram. I haven't ventured into other things. I didn't really care about like the rules or how to get activity or anything. Like I was just posting and meeting people, and anyone that I meet, I add them on Facebook, and then they see my posts. I do that purposely, so someone at church or somebody, General Quick, you totally do that. I totally do that with you too. So you meet someone at church, you add them on Facebook. You meet someone at the park, add them on Facebook. You have a connection at a movie theater, whatever. The guy that sprayed my lawn, I was like, hey, can I add you on Facebook? Totally awkward, but I did. And he's already commenting on stuff. So be consistent. If I get off track and I didn't finish a point, please just point it out, because like that's just my brain. Where's Amy? Amy always puts me back. She's like, hey, don't forget about blah, 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 blah. Okay, so does that make you feel a little bit better now about social media? No? Not at all? Nobody? No aha moments? Okay, cool. So for me, like, I just like to make it personal. You make it personal if you're out camping. Oh, hello. Hello, thanks. I wish I had Bill just like in my back pocket and I could just pull him out and be like, help me, help me.
Sarah just gave you a phone.
Yeah, or Sarah. Well, Sarah is a phone call away, but like, I need someone to help me with like my online stuff. Okay, so YouTube, you guys, bring it back. YouTube is going to be ginormous for your business. That is where I took off, is I just sat on YouTube and soaked up everything I possibly could. Ashley Hughes has a YouTube channel. Jade Hooper is my new favorite. Jade Hooper is huge for building your business. I mean, she's got good stuff on customers too, but like, that's where the money is at, when you bring in a team member and you're showing them how to make money, because then you're making money off of them too. And then they're going to bring in team members, you're making money off of that, and it'll just keep going. So the biggest question I get is, should I be telling my new distributors to like go get distributors or go get loyals, or which one? And I got me 4 loyals. Am I Ruby now? And I'm like, no, listen, like no, just listen to me. Like, you need both. That's why we post about both. If you're not ready to be a leader and stuff, that's okay. You don't have to go Ruby right away and get your $500 bonus, but like, you'd be crazy not to. It's really good money. But that's okay. Like, I know for me, when I started, I was like, I don't really feel like I'm in an emotional state to like be a leader. And I'll tell you what, this business has brought me through the biggest storms. Storms I never thought that I would have to weather, because it's empowering. I mean, it fills you up and you're around these people. It's like being a part of Weight Watchers or something. Like, it's crazy. I'm just joking. I'm like the only one laughing because I was in Weight Watchers for like 4 years. Anyways. Okay, so posting, really, really quick. You want to post like 5 times a day. Again, not all before and after. So if you wake up and you're having your coffee and your greens, take a picture. That's number 1. Later in the day, if you are hanging out with your kids or if you're going to work, post that you're going to work, but how that's okay because you're so excited about what It Works is going to be doing going to be doing for you. I can't talk. And where you're headed in your life and how you're going to be able to stay home soon, if that's your wish, or hiring that extra money, if that's your wish. Whatever your reason for this business is doing, post about that. I know for me, I was still going to work, but I was like, that's okay. I was brand new when I was talking about Diamond. Why? Because I wanted it. Because I knew it was going to happen. And I knew if I kept saying it, and I kept speaking it, and I kept working really hard, that I would hit Diamond. Now, I missed the good bonus. I was just telling my newbies back there, I missed the good bonus 4 times. I was set up for Diamond, I missed it 4 times. 4 times. And I get to the end of the month, and I push, and I didn't have enough volume. And then the next month, I'd have a couple people quit, and I had to replace them. So then again, no volume. And then I had a lot of people quit, and then I had to replace them. No volume. But guess what? That's not who is meant to be on your chart for that rank. The people that get you to executive to Ruby, they may not be the people that take you to presidential. Honestly, it's all new people taking me to my next rank right now. And that's just the way it is. That's just life. That's okay. It's kind of like friends come and go. It's sad, but it's okay. They're just, you want the right people, you guys. You want runners. I am not desperate for distributors. Do I want distributors? Yes. But when people quit, it's sad, and I fall in love with them like crazy. But I'm okay with it because I know who's meant to be part of this, and who needs it, and who needs breakthrough in their life, and who needs money in their life, and can handle it. And I'm okay with kind of waiting. So you want to be posting 5 times a day. I actually had to set timers on my phone. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is my schedule. I have like 23 items a day. So there may be like stuff going on with my kids and stuff like that. That's on top of this. So this is tasks I've given myself throughout my day. Now I'm trying to go triple, you guys. So if you're like brand new in the chair, like, oh my God, I can't do 23 tasks a day. Forget that I just said that. Like, do 2 tasks a day, whatever. But the point is, like, this is a good trick, is your calendar, to add a task and have like a cool little ringtone that you're not just gonna totally tune out. And I put on there to post at different times, right when people wake up, and then I try to do my team page at the same time so that they're seeing like something inspirational right when they wake up. Maybe like mid-morning when people are on their breaks. For those of you that are home and can be doing this, if you're at a shift, that's okay. If you're on your break, make a post. If you're right before your shift or right after, make a post. That's okay. Just be consistent. Whatever your little groove is, be consistent with it. So for me, I like to do 5 times a day. And then if you're taking notes, totally off subject, I could go a whole training just on this alone, but I have hiccups. Kind of what I like to do every single day is I do like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So I post 5 times a day. I follow up with 5 current distributors, whether they're new or maybe they're just someone starting to become a leader who needs more leadership skills or more tips on how to manage their downline. Follow up with 5 leaders a day. I've actually my downline is so big now I've had to break it up into 2. So I follow up with 5 new people and I follow up with 5 leaders a day, every single day. And sometimes it's the same people, that's okay. Sometimes it's more than once a day too, that's okay too. And then, so 5, 5, 5, and then, because I found that 2 and 3 is not enough. I follow up with 5 potential distributors, and I follow up with 5 potential loyal customers. And if you're brand new and you're like, I don't have any 5 potential loyal customers, you just need, I totally should have kept the newbie folder up here. Oh no! Janelle, pull out the hundreds list.
It's right now.
Don't say hundreds list. That's okay. I'm not putting her away. She's gonna be a rock star. Let her do it. That's okay. It's in there. Okay. Ta-da! I can hold it up for everybody. On your e-suite is this. It's called a hundreds list. You don't need a hundreds list if you don't have a printer or you're just lazy, because I was lazy until very recently and I never printed anything. Just get a notebook. With a pen. It's that simple. And start making a list of 100 people. If you don't know where to start, get on your phone, click on your contact list, get on your Facebook, click on your friends list. Go to a mutual friend and click on their friends list, but not a rep friend, a non-rep friend, or we will kill you. I'm just kidding. So anyway, the point is, make a list and start following up with those people. It doesn't have to be like, hey, do you want to join my team? You can be like, hey girl, how you doing? What's new? I guarantee you your business will come up. And if you post excited about it, when they're asking you questions and you're all excited, that little seed is now planted. That can take as little as a couple minutes. Anyway, so follow up with 5 potential DTs, 5 potential LCs, follow up with 5 current and 5 current, and then post 5 times a day. If you're doing this consistently every single day, this adds up to maybe 20 minutes, if you think about it. Maybe 20 minutes to send those messages. Now, given it can be a little bit longer if they respond, that's okay. Sometimes when I was working, still doing this, and I know a lot of you are, I would message them back and be like, hey, I'm at work right now. I just really want to check on you for a minute. I was on a break, but I will connect with you right after work. And then, maybe you're not as silly as I am. I have no brain, so I have to set timers. Then I would immediately, after that message, set a timer to go off after work. Follow up with Melanie. Follow up with Janelle, whatever. And that way I'll be like, oh yeah, thank you, timer. Well, you know, and so now you are being consistent in their life. This is like busy people tips. Some of you are probably like, I don't need all these busy people tips, but for a vast majority of the people here are like parents and they need that. Your memo pad for posting and stuff is gonna be your best friend. Now try to make it a little bit personal. I have no more battery. But like don't you ever type something out and you're like, dang, that was really good. And then you go to type it out again, you're like, this is taking a long time. Why do I have to keep doing this? Just copy and paste it to a memo pad. But what you can do is before you resend that to a complete stranger with a totally different conversation, just reread it for a second, maybe twice, before you hit send. Because there may have been something like that, like, oh, sorry, I interrupted yesterday when we were talking, but this and this happened. And then you say like the day. I've had that happen so many times. I've copied and pasted messages and I referred to the day, but then like it was like a week before. I was like, oh crap. So what I do is whenever I post a really good like product tester post, for the times that I do kind of have a spammy ad or whatever, not spammy, but like an ad, I will copy and paste it in here. Another cool thing about that is when you start building a downline, you can send it to your new distributors. Or you can post it like you're so original on your team page, but you're really not because you've had it in your phone for like 2 months. I have everything, like a post about how you need to just do this to take care of your babies, and I'm kind of mean in it. I have one about social media venture. I have my daily task sheet that I just talked about, what I do daily, basically what Ruby is, how to move loyal customers, how to move distributors, everything. So that as your new distributors are asking you, how do I move this, how do I move that? It takes 2 seconds, and then they're like, wow, she taps fast. Your memo pad and your calendar, best things you can be using, and if for some strange, unearthly, ungodly reason you do not have a smartphone, get one. But like, you can do a little library. Where is it? It's right in front of my face. I just had to buy a fancy one because my other one was completely falling apart. I'm in my planner as much as I'm in my phone. I'm in here all the time. Writing down leads, writing down notes. I take notes on YouTube all the time. I'm on YouTube 5 or 6 times a day. Because guess what? The videos are like 10 to 30 minutes. Now, given I'm not working right now, like I work, but I work from home, so I have the time to do that. If you're new and you're still working or dealing with whatever, getting your groove, I would do that at night. I would put my kids to bed and watch 2 or 3 videos, maybe even just one. Anything you can do. Every single morning, I watch a video, and every single night, I watch one. And on the days that I have time, I watch it in between. Another thing is if you have kind of like a smart car, my car does this and I didn't know that it did, and it connects to Bluetooth. I've been listening to training videos while I'm driving through Bluetooth. Or just plug in your phone so it's not draining your battery in your car and crank up your training videos, like next to you in the cup holder, but don't watch it because you should be driving. Anyways, so those are kind of a whole bunch of tips that I have for you. And I'm gonna have Paisley come up and talk about